everybody, Nuka37 here, and welcome, not to Jolly 3, I'm just using this as a screen. Welcome to the top 5 welcome to my first top 5 list in, about, the FNAF games. And we're gonna be talking about top 5 scariest animatronics. So, the rules are gonna be, 1, animatronics must be from the games I have played on my channel, which means games like the Jolly, Five Nights at Candy's Remastered and stuff like that. 2, I can pick animatronics from the same games, which means like I could pick the same animatronics, like let's say I could pick let's say Five Nights at Candy's. I could pick Sydney and Candy because they're both in the same game, but I'm allowed to pick the animatronics from the same game. Number 3, I must have extras menu to show the animatronics on the list, which means no animatronics from Jolly 2, 3, or animatronics from Five Nights at Candy's 2, which means basically the only animatronics I'll be able to talk about are Five Nights at Candy's 1 remastered and regular, Jolly 1, and Fredbear's Fright. So and then finally 4. The video is named Scariest Animatronics. That may not be the case, but I'm just saying these are the creepiest animatronics in my opinion. Yes, this is my opinion. It's opinion based. So, with all that in, let's get into the top 5 scariest animatronics. Number 5, Old Candy. Now, Old Candy is an animatronic from Five Nights at Candy's 1 and remastered. He's number 5 on the list. He's not the scariest out of all the animatronics on this list, but I would like to mention them in the video because, Old Candy, in my opinion, is a creepy animatronic. Like, you may not look from it from here, but like he has a dark bluish color, and he has no eyes. Like, he's missing eyes, and he doesn't look as joyous as the other animatronics in the game. He has no feet, and he has some exposed body parts. So let's get into him game-wise. Okay, game-wise, Old Candy, okay, let's just talk about him first. First, he comes from the parts and service room in Five Nights at Candy's 1 and Remastered. And he makes his way down to Cam 9, 8, 7, and then finally to your door at 6. What makes him freaky is how he appears in the rooms. In every room, look at his eyes and the lighting. His eyes, in every camera, his eyes are pitch black. And that's what's freaky and creepy about it. Like, why is his eyes that creepy? And he's also the first animatronic you deal with that has no eyes. And the dark blue scheme goes very well with the remastered. Like, he is one of the most freakiest animatronics in the Five Nights at Candy's storyline. You can see right here, he's very freaky. Like it's creepy. And, we're gonna show his jump scare as well, though. So once he comes in, yeah. And let's just look at his jump scare. He has one of the creepiest jump scares. Well, he has, like, a creepy-ass jump scare in this game. And he's gonna kill me now. So, yeah, let's see it. And if you're playing and you don't see him at the door if he comes in, it can really catch you by surprise. Old Candy, by far, is one of the creepier animatronics of this game, other than Blank and the Rat, but he's number 5. Now let's get into the next animatronic on our list. Number 4, from Fredbear's Fright, we have dismantled Fredbear. Now, a lot of the animatronics on this list are going to be from this specific game, because the animatronics from this game are very freaky, and to be honest, I had limited options. Not all of these characters are scary, but a lot of the ones from this game are definitely scary. Now let's talk about Dismantled Fredbear. He's freaky. He's dismantled. Not as dismantled as the other animatronics, but he is freaky in his own right, especially game-wise, because he will appear in your room, and you gotta soak him with water to get him out of your room. Now, he has these freaky-ass eyes. Look at his left eye. It's completely broken off, and the jaw is huge, along with a lot of ripped off parts of his body. But game-wise, he's very intimidating because he's bigger than your office once he's in your room. So let's talk about let's show some gameplay. Because he doesn't, I know he doesn't appear in that many cameras, but yeah, he really doesn't appear in that many cameras, which is why this, well, it's not the reason why for anything, though. Just forgot I said that. Okay, so what's freaky about Fredbear, well, in the game, it seems to be more scary in the game. And what's even more freakier is that you don't know when he gets to the room. You'll hear slight footsteps if he's in the room or not, which is what's freaky about dismantled Fredbear. And his jump scare is even more scary. Like it's a oh, there he is. And oh shit, and that's his jump scare. I did not want to show the jump scare that fast, but I can edit it real quick. Okay, back to talking about Fredbear. Yeah, he's freaky in his own right. His jump scare is his jump scare is creepy as hell. He'll appear, there he is right there. He can appear right there too. You can see his shadow. And you basically pull out this thing to get rid of him. But yeah, it's intimidating how huge he is in the room. And you pull down this. Look how huge he is. But yeah, you basically just pull that down, and that's how you get rid of him. And he won't, and he doesn't go back to the stage because he's on 20. But yeah, let's just take a look at his jump scare again, because it's freaky. That's why he's on this list at number 4. He's actually a pretty scary animatronic, especially with his jump scare. And the whole premise of being withered out a bit. Kill me. Yeah, that's a freaky jump scare. His left eye is broken and his right eye is just endoskeleton. Now, that's with that. Time to get on to our number 3. Okay, number 3, the rat. Now, out of every animatronic, he is at the very most, the most withered and broken of all the candy animatronics. He has no skin on his feet, his hands, he's broken pieces, he's got all these metal parts everywhere, and it's like he's the mastermind. Like his ears missing, he has no eyes, he has no pupils or anything, it's just blankness. And he has that creepy looking smile there. Now, he is number 3, and the reason why he's number 3 is that he's not like up on you like Fredbear is, but he's much scarier than Old Candy. But the thing that makes him get a spot on this list over 2 others is that the fact that he's not there just to be scary. He's there to give you that eerie vibe. He is there to scare you, like scare your mind, like make you think like, oh my god, who is this? Like, you know? And we're gonna try to get some gameplay real quick. And okay, so with the rat, he appears in Cam 13 on in the remastered version, but he doesn't appear on a camera in the original game. But he does appear here in the original game. It starts here. Now, what's freaky about the rat as well, game-wise, is that just like Candy, these are the only 2 animatronics that can do this. Candy and the rat are the only 2 animatronics in this game that can come from both doors. But what makes him more freaky is that he tends to hide in the doorways. Like, yeah, see? Or he will try to hide in the edge of the screen. And, like, see? So it's always hard to keep a track of him in this game. And that's another thing that's freaky about the rat. He's always has this eerie vibe to him. He's always in the shadows. And above all, he's like smarter than all the others when you think about it. So, and his jump scare is actually a little creepy too. So, we'll get into that soon once he comes and gets me again. But yeah, the way he lays down there, it's just freaky. Like, this animatronic's not supposed to be that scary. Well, compared to the others, I guess he would be. Because not any of the others are scary. Like, Old Candy was on the list because he is a scary animatronic in this game. One of the only 3 scary animatronics. But he also has something that these guys don't. He is extremely tall. Like, I don't know the exact height, but it is mentioned by the phone guy that he is tall. But we're getting off the track. We're talking about the rat here. and he's coming from the, see, this proves my point. Now he's coming from the right. So yeah, that's what makes him even more freaky. So and he appears in the doorway. Now we're about to see his jump scare, which I'm sure is freaky as well. Hey, so yeah, I'm sure his jump scare is actually pretty freaky. You can see the back of his neck right there too. So, anyways, yeah. And depending on how you're playing, you'll either either get jumped or just freaked out by the rat. But above all, the rat is definitely the scariest or creepiest animatronic of this game. So anyways, that was our number 3. Now let's get on to our number 2 spot. Number 2, Prototype from Fazbear's Fright. Now, so you might be seeing a line here that I'm only picking animatronics from these 2 games. It's because these are basically the only 2 games that I have the extras in, so I can show you guys. But anyways, still off topic. Now, Prototype, by far, is... all the animatronics in this game are weird, but he takes it to a whole new level. He is an endoskeleton. His whole body is an endoskeleton. But what makes it freaky is that when he goes through his stages in the room, he'll grab this mask that he has on here, and he'll put it on. And it makes him so much freakier. And his jump scare is so much freakier as well. He's like Foxy, but he doesn't appear in a camera. He'll dash into your room, and it can catch you really off guard, especially with that face. He'll like run and then ram right in your face with that face. Like, it's freaky like that. It's like Chuck E. Cheese vibes. That's why he's number 2. He's actually scary, and let's get some gameplay out of him. But yeah, now Zeke, out of a lot of the animatronics, out of any of the animatronics in this game, he has a very huge creepy factor. But he's also scary with the jump scare because it comes out of nowhere, and it's just in your face. So yeah, let's get into the jump scare. Now you can see him. He appears on cam 1B. He appears here. You can see his whole endoskeleton. You can see his eyes. And he grabs the mask. And then what he'll do now is get into his 3rd phase where he puts on the mask and you can only see the silhouette of his shadow. And then next phase is him running. So prepare for death. This is actually freaky jump scare. Yes, it comes out of absolutely nowhere, and it can really catch you off guard, especially if you're a headphones user. But yeah, this was a short entry, but yeah, he's actually a very freaky animatronic. So, props to you, one of the only 2 animatronics with a whole skeleton, and he gives you a huge eerie vibe. Anyways, now on to my number 1 pick. Number 1. Fright from Fazbear's Fright. Now, this is an animatronic in this game that's beyond scary. And this is our number 1 scariest animatronic of the list. So, we went from 5 is Old Candy, 4 is Dismantled Fredbear, 3 is the Rat, 2 is Prototype, and number 1 is Fright. So, why is Fright above all these guys? 1. In this game, I can see, you guys could probably see why he's scarier than Prototype and Dismantled Fredbear. He's supposed to be a combination of all the animatronics. He has Malziki's arms. He has Malziki's like watch right there. He has Spring Bonnie's body. He has Freddy's hat, Dismantled Fredbear's hat and bow tie, and he has Prototype's head or hat, let's say. Now he is by far one of the freakiest animatronics of this game. And you can see exposed parts. He's by far the most destroyed animatronic in the game. And he has his own night where he actually destroys all the animatronics by 1 AM and is after you by himself. Which is even freakier. He takes initiative in destroying all the animatronics during the night and coming for you. By far, this is the strongest animatronic in this game, at least, when it comes to power. Now let's get some gameplay on them. Now he appears on night 4. I'm about to skip a piece of the video here, so we can only show gameplay of when he's actually in the game. Okay, now that Fright is in the game, now let's talk about his freaky features. 1, like the rat, he's in the shadows. 2, you look at his eyes, you can see the eyes glaring through the little wires in of his mask, and it's freaky. Like Fright is by far the scariest animatronic on this list, and you can probably see why. And he makes no vent noise if he's in the vent, but he'll make a noise for when he actually comes out of the vent, though. So that's what's freaky about him. And the thing that's freaky about him, you can barely see any of his body, but he's freaky looking in the animatronics. He's in the shadows, and all you can see are his glowing eyes in the background. That is what's freaky about him. And he's very deceptive too. So he'll only come from both the door and the vent, but he'll try to confuse you. Because when he leaves the vent, he doesn't actually leave. He can actually he'll either come from he'll actually come back in the vent, or he'll just lead to Cam 6, which means he's deceptive. Like he's trying to deceive you, like making you think he's going into the vent when he really isn't. But he'll go to Cam 6 most of the time, though. So yeah, that's what's freaky about this animatronic, and his jump scare is just as freaky. Now let's get into it. I'm just gonna stay here and get ready for the jump scare. And that is Fright's jump scare. Probably the most scariest jump scare in the probably the most scariest jump scare on this video, or of this list. But yeah, by far the most scariest animatronic on the list, in my opinion, remember, is Fright. He wins it on number 1. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, top 5 scariest animatronics video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. This is new for me. See ya. Bye bye.